Madame says yes. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to OK Bud, the podcast where everything's going to be okay, bud. I'm Ben Kissel at BenKissel1, joined by Jerry Aquino.
Oh, hello.
At Miss_Jerry, that's Jeri, and Kyle Plouffe.
Hey, yo.
At Kyle Plouffe. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/diebud. Join the conversation. Jeff, I want to give you a shout out in our Patreon. He just survived one of the most harrowing things a man can survive, or
Heroin?
woman.
Yeah.
He just survived heroin?
Nope, blood clots.
Oh, worse.
He had a blood clot.
Complete opposite, I think.
That's terrible. No, that really sucks.
Everyone knows heroin thins the blood.
Yeah.
And it makes you skinny. It makes you good at music.
Makes you feel real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had blood clots, which makes you chunky and good at eating.
Yes.
So I'm happy you're doing well, Jeff. If you want to shoot us an email, okbudpod@gmail.com. Share pictures of pets, whatever you want to. If you want to make a comment on an episode, please feel free. And that is where we're going to start today's episode. A couple of shows ago, we were discussing movie theater etiquette.
Oh.
Yes, and a lot of people became quite
ridiculous?
no.
Oh, people are coming for you, Jerry, for the first time.
That's fine. I
You're
can take
problematic.
it. I can take it. Tell me something I don't know.
I am going to say there was some small, I'm going to call it righteous indignation. Yes. And it's from Ariel. So Ariel, thank you so much.
All right, Ariel.
Ariel says they're a dog walker, listens to the pod every day, had to stop mid-walk
Whoa.
to email the show because of the horrendous opinions of one. She says, I go to the movies at least once a week.
You stopped walking your dog for this?
For this, to shoot this email off.
Okay, red flag 1.
So her dog is just looking at her and be like, oh, it's a walk done. She's like, no, I'm fucking emailing.
She's like, no, wait a minute.
Did she say she wanted to text in the movie theaters, Bark? Yes, she did.
She's like, oh, okay. Oh, well, in that case, I'll sit right the fuck down.
I'm just going to go smell this tree then. I'm going to go smell this tree. Okay, so she says, I completely agree with Ben and Kyle. Yes, we've got one.
God, you guys are
Finally.
clowns.
Finally, we've won against this woman.
Straight
Okay.
white men win again.
Okay, that's
Again.
that's straight white men. That's like 1.
Yeah.
Jerry's got like 27.
I'm aware I hang out with a lot of not white people, and they don't like us.
Yeah.
The movies are for no distraction, she says. It does not matter how bright the scene is or how quiet you think you are. You're ruining the movie.
That's right.
You ruined the
Why
fucking
are you,
movie.
if you're so interested in the movie, why am me off of the peripheral? Like, why am I distracting you if you're so into the movie? Is my question.
Wow. Now you're blaming them.
Yeah, I am. Like, why
This
is
is
it
typical
my
gaslighting.
little tiny phone and like brightness on low, and I
Tiny.
don't have button sounds when I press, and I'm just doing I just look down and do my own little thing. You could, I don't know, mind your business, Ariel. You could
This-
just enjoy
Wow.
the movie like you intended to.
It is-
I have no plans on stopping anyone.
That's
I don't wanna
unhinged.
Stop anyone.
You can't win. You
guys
can't
are
win against these
unhinged.
Dominican women.
You guys are just really overreacting and putting me
She's
into a
no, this is
corner.
Ariel. This is Ariel. She says, I paid to have a dark theater with no distractions.
What did I pay for?
If you pull your phone out, I take that as a clear indicator that you only think about yourself.
You
Wow.
stopped walking your dog to write this email. So who's the selfish one here?
Wow. But I will say she makes a good point here, along with all the other good points. She says, if you want to be on your phone, sit in the back row.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point.
Actually, yeah, and I always sit somewhere in like the middle back row. I kind of like it back there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she does love us no matter. She still loves the show.
I still love you too, Ariel. I'm sorry I yelled.
And then she shared a picture of her beautiful dog named Travis, who I don't like that name because it's attached to a person that's a total scumbag.
Travis?
But that is
Like-
a cute dog.
Like Travis Barker?
We'll go with Travis Barker.
Travis Bark.
That's hilarious. I didn't even think
That's
about
amazing. Okay,
that. So
truce.
thank you, Ariel. Oh, truce?
Truce, Ariel.
Truce?
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless I see you at the movies.
That's as good as you're going to get it. I never heard you truce before.
I get forced to once in a blue.
All right. Also, Val Kilmer has died.
I know.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace. That is really
Yes.
sad. I can't believe it. That was pretty shocking to see.
And it was weird because apparently nobody liked him.
Back when he
Why?
when he was younger, he didn't have the best reputation in Hollywood.
But they didn't even let him like die. He wasn't even cold yet. And then the New York Post, Grant, it's the New York Post. So they're going to be trash, right?
They did go really quick on that.
Yeah, they were like, Joel Schumacher said he was the most pretentious actor he's ever worked with. It's like, leave the guy the fuck alone.
And that was in like Batman Forever.
Yeah.
It's like, Schumacher, you ruined that anyway.
Yeah.
But there is one defender, and it's really the only defender you need. Machete himself, Danny Trejo.
Ooh.
He has come out and said, no, he wasn't an asshole. He was a perfectionist.
Right.
Yes.
And he wanted to get the shit right.
Mm-hmm.
He worked with Val Kilmer in the movie Heat. So he wanted the performances to be high. He wanted high, good performances.
Yeah.
And he just wanted the movies to succeed. So he says, leave the guy alone.
Leave
Let
the
him
guy
die.
alone. And plus, he's been through so much the last couple of years since he's been diagnosed with throat cancer. I
Brutal.
met him a few times
Did you?
post-cancer. Yeah.
Wow.
I have a fun story that I won't name where's and when's, but at one
Okay.
point, Val Kilmer put he had a sip of my daiquiri
Through the hole in his neck?
through the hole in his tummy.
Whoa.
He did?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did he just
Yeah.
steal it and was just like,
He was like,
You want this back? Or, no, you can keep it, Val.
He was like, "Hey, can I have some? Watch this." And he took one of his like clean syringes
oh, that's fun.
and
Get the
he dipped it into my daiquiri and he put a little in
Oh
there.
my God.
Anyway, he was like a sweet grandpa all the times that I've met him, but because I met him in like the later years, in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Yes.
So because my roommate used to work for him.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, R.I.P. Val Kilmer. Thank you for what you've done for the
He was so
theater
nice.
and the movie world. And
Yes.
many of those films will hold up for all of time, including Tombstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's one of the most famous lines of all time.
I want to see Val Kilmer umbilical chug a daiquiri.
I know. I'm like jealous.
Never mind my own.
Can't. I couldn't believe that happened. I'm gonna look
Wow.
for a photo.
Maybe he's got a little guado in there, like in Total Recall, be like, more dangering.
I felt bad because he quickly did not feel good afterwards.
Oh, you got all drunk?
No, he just he just didn't feel well afterwards.
Was it an alcoholic daiquiri?
His assistant was like, "Val's gonna go back to his room now. He's not feeling so well."
Oh my
and I'm
God.
like, "Oh no, I shouldn't have let him do that."
You killed him.
Wow.
You killed him.
Yeah, was this yesterday?
Oh my God.
It wasn't last week.
Okay.
Pneumonia got him.
Oh, so
shit.
sad. Dying like you're on the Oregon Trail.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
It's a treasured memory.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of deaths, we have a small update, and this story is just strange. So we talked about Virginia Giuffre, obviously the victim of sex trafficking when it came to Jeffrey Epstein, and we will always have empathy for her on that front. She was hit by a bus and given 4 days to live. However, it's been about 4 days now, and she's not dead. She also has a restraining order in Perth where she's not allowed to contact her ex-husband or her children.
What?
So that's why her post just
Yes.
was her talking to her kids.
Yes, and that's why she's like, I wanted to just see my kids one more time. And it's like, can't they just go to the hospital and see you? And it's like, no, because there's a restraining order. So all of that stuff is now being brought to the forefront. And again, no excuse for what happened to her. It seems as if it destabilized her entire life, what occurred to her as a teen. And perhaps she's having a difficult time with relationships, which I would understand.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
when you're raped
totally.
by a prince and then he just goes on to continue to be a prince, and then Jeffrey Epstein is just hanging out with Bill Gates, and you're like, hey, what about all that?
Yeah.
I mean,
understand.
and even to like a smaller degree of if it wasn't anyone of
Of
this higher
course.
power, but
Yes.
for some reason they always are like to some level of a higher power over you because those are the ones that like to take advantage.
Mm-hmm. Jean-Claude Van Damme just got wrapped up too.
Really?
What?
Yeah, they say he banged 5 people that he knew were trafficked because somebody gave him 5 women as a gift.
Jesus
And then
Christ!
Jean-Claude was just like, oh, okay.
It
It's
does, does sound a little bit right up his alley, doesn't it?
blood sport, baby.
Right.
Want to see me do the splits?
Who knows?
Oh my
what's-
God!
Yeah, anytime you're handed like human beings as a gift, you're like, am I a Saudi king? Or
Like, right.
anyway. So she separated from her husband of more than 20 years recently. And then, of course, she didn't get custody of the kids, which is quite uncommon because I would assume in Australia it's similar to here where the benefit of the doubt kind of goes to the woman for societal reasons when it comes to taking care of the children. So she is still alive, and now all this other stuff is coming out. Also, the police didn't really have a report on the accident. I don't know.
Where are the cars? Where's the
Yeah.
evidence? What's going on here?
Yeah, a spokeswoman for Gouffre said that she mistakenly shared the grim post to her public Instagram instead of her private Facebook page, which I think we've covered. But anyway, so that story continues to go on, and we hope that she lives and hope everything ends more peaceful than it
and
began.
maybe give her a break. Jesus.
Yeah, well, that's what the bus driver
Okay,
needed
not
to
that-
do.
Not that kind
Well,
of.
it gave her a few breaks.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking pump the brakes.
Pumping the brakes, hitting the brakes, not
well, you gotta be more
breaking-
specific with
not
your
breaking
wishes.
the bones.
Yes, absolutely. Man, those freaking crazy school bus drivers.
Crazy.
They
school
get
bus
drug
driver.
tested to make sure they're on them.
Yeah.
What was it that you said that bus drivers should always be on? Some kind of an upper, right? I mean, they have to deal with kids all the time.
Oh, I mean, I think a solid crystal meth would be stopping, going. There's your house. Okay,
Yeah.
that's your house now.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
like an Adderall or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something that keeps your focus.
Yeah. While the kids are all like screaming in the background, like one kid is like tugging on your shirt,
Oh, it's just fucking horrible.
just
Yeah.
blowing little paper balls of spit right into the mirror.
What a goddamn prison. This is awful.
Bullying happening in the back.
Oh, just
I
awful.
used to hate it so much.
It was awful.
I
It was
hated
awful.
sitting next to all those girls.
They're so mean.
They were so mean.
You just got to sit there and take it.
God, I used to when I really got into Avril Lavigne, I wore a tie once to school.
Oh, with the tank top?
Man.
It's over.
With like a white shirt over it, and then like these girls on the bus were like, "Wow, that's a cool tie. It's so cute." No, really, it is. Don't ignore my friend that's laughing. She's stupid.
I'm gonna
like,
cry.
wow, yeah, no, I was like, I just want to go home.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here. Actually, I'm going to turn this into a noose.
Yeah.
That's the right thing about a tie.
Can you just hold this?
Please, God. Yeah, my bus driver growing up just loved Ross Perot, so she was always handing out Ross Perot stuff. So I learned a lot. He didn't get one electoral college vote, but he got 19 million
That's
voters
really random.
support him, which is bad. All right. Another update: the Gilgo Beach killer. The prosecution apparently we're still arguing about like, is DNA real?
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were done with this.
Is DNA real?
Yes. So the prosecution, in order to prove that yes, indeed, DNA is an indicator of who may have been at the scene of a crime, prosecutors played a clip from Jurassic Park at the hearing in what is being called an unusual move to defend their DNA evidence.
Oh, that's great.
They went back to isn't that from like 94?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 93.
How can you defend
Why
that?
if you're the juror, you're like, what is it? Is it substitute teacher day? You're just going to play a movie?
Yeah,
What's happening?
right.
So the scene from the flick, it was to make the argument that the nuclear DNA, that's air quotes, nuclear DNA testing that linked the killer to 6 of the 7 slain workers was legitimate, as his attorneys pushed to have the evidence tossed out as junk science.
Why? But why did it take like a movie scene to like convey this?
I have no idea. Maybe like an expert would have been good.
Yeah, he's like, okay. I feel like you're going to understand this through the art of memes.
the prosecution should have came back with another clip from it when they're trying to break into the computer and it's just going,
Right. We're going to do a movie war thing now? Well, you're going to love this scene from Neverending Story. Why? We just want them to cry.
Yeah,
We just want the jurors to feel.
you just want to make sure. Yeah.
So prosecutors played a clip for the judge from the popular film franchise showing how scientists extracted dinosaur DNA from a mosquito. And then that was preserved inside of the amber, as we know. Why?
But wait, it's a movie.
Yes.
So-
And it's not anything close. to what the fuck we're doing here.
So you know how like in Jurassic Park, they were able to revive a dinosaur from the DNA inside, like an ember, man. Like they were, they did it in Jurassic Park, so we can apply it now in real life.
Juror number 7 here, I was actually going to think he wasn't guilty, but then they showed that Jurassic Park clip, and I was like, what the fuck, man? That's crazy. DNA, what the fuck?
Wild.
Also, do you know birds are cameras? Oh, Lord. So that case continues. And we'll see. At some point, I am assuming he will be found guilty. The hair samples, prosecutors said, were positively matched to Huerman's wife and daughter.
Oh.
Using this nuclear DNA testing, which really paints a picture of him like hugging his wife, kissing her on the cheek, hugging his daughter, and just being like, I'm going to rape and murder.
Right.
Oh,
and
God.
apparently they were always like away, like on vacation when he did it.
Like, hey, you want to come? He's like, nah, I got too much work.
I got so much work. Or he'll join them afterwards. He'll be like, I just got to finish up here at the office, and I'll be there tomorrow.
Why are you covered in blood?
Good God.
A lot of architecturing.
Yes.
So much architecture.
Again, those murders were from 1993 all the way to 2011. Remains are still being found.
Insane.
Oh, it's fucking
so
disgusting.
insane. I can't believe he just flew right on under the radar.
Yes, he did. And now, hopefully, some justice for these victims. And if you are the victims' families, I mean, it's like, can we do a little bit better, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then showing fucking
Jurassic Park clips to convey science.
yeah.
Maybe get a scientist.
We're going back.
What about a scientist?
Yeah, what about a scientist? What about the actor that played the scientist? Just get him in here. What are we? We're just so stupid.
Yeah.
It's just insane. Oh, anyway, do you want to talk about rock and roll a little bit?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, do you guys know the band the Sex Pistols?
Yeah.
Okay, so Steve Jones, apparently he's one of the members of the Sex Pistols. And I want to know, so, sometimes people who are like punk rock turned out just to be like really annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it's not annoying. It's kind of cool. It's punk rock. What Steve Jones likes to do is fart in front of people.
Okay.
And he's 69 years old now. He says, I like to fart in front of people. That's a quote. And he says, you can tell if someone's cool or not from their reaction.
Why?
Are they 3 years old?
Yeah. I don't know. And it's the least cool thing I think a person can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just like fart in front of people.
Right. And then smile about it. Like
And
they're
just
real
go,
happy.
I got you.
or just even play it off casually, like it's okay that they just did that.
Yeah.
No, you need to be ashamed. I mean,
would
everyone.
be upset. I would be upset. I would shame you. I would
Yes.
be like, "Hey, now, come on."
And sometimes, yeah.
Really?
We're biological beings.
Yeah.
Maybe something squeaks out, but then you say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did not mean to do that.
Yeah.
And then you comment about how, whoa, that's strong. What did I eat?
Yeah. Sometimes I teach yoga, and on the exhale, someone lets a little bit loose.
It's embarrassing.
That was me.
I would
Yeah,
never
and
go
then-
back.
And then the entire
didn't.
class doesn't know what to do because you can feel the energy of like wanting to laugh, but they're like, no, I'm trying to be zen and shit. I'm not gonna laugh.
It's hard not to because you're so sweaty. And I went to sit on one of the foam bricks and like cross my legs and just
Oh, you did that?
super loud. It echoed everywhere. And I thought people would actually laugh, but people were just kind of like, oh my God.
Yeah, no.
And
they
so I
don't.
never
It's-
went back.
It's super awkward.
Yeah. It was me and a bunch of middle-aged women.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The middle-aged women.
They're like,
I don't want to.
disgusting. I'm trying to get away from my husband.
I just feel like maybe yoga is not for you, Kyle.
No.
I don't know. It's not an exclusive club, but it does exclude
But it
you.
doesn't feel like you're invited.
No, I didn't feel welcome ever.
No, it just seems like pick out the predator.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, there he is.
But it was in Boston and like,
Oh, Boston should not be legally allowed to do yoga.
and
No.
Imagine yoga
The
in
dude that
Boston.
All
did
you
it-
fucking eat is goddamn Irish food.
yeah. And the dude that like ran the class had a super thick Boston accent, obviously. So he's like, let's tap into your hot mudra. It's like, this is not relaxing for anybody, I don't think.
No, that is the worst accent for yoga ever.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my God, say another one. Say another one.
Like the lightning god Tenakasa or something. I don't even fucking remember.
That's hilarious.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So, this cool guy from the Sex Pistols, he says, I like to fart in front of people. You know if they're cool or not. He says, I farted in front of Lisa Marie Presley once.
Douchebag.
Yes, he says, and this is the weird thing. They just met randomly. This wasn't like in the green room or something. She didn't go to a Sex Pistols show. He says she was sitting outside a Starbucks.
Wow, creepy.
And I was going in, and I just let one rip. I'm a fucking asshole.
I'd be more concerned if an older person just like shit their pants in front of me.
Ew.
Yes.
Are you okay? I wouldn't be like,
Yes, Presley, of course, she died at the young age of 54 back in January of 2023. And he says she had this look on her face of disgust.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just
Rightfully
farted
so.
on her.
Yep.
And then he says, I just carried on walking into Starbucks. Is that bad?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Don't do that.
If you're farting before your coffee, then there's going to be a problem.
Yeah, for real. The juice is already loose.
There's a lot of not punk rock stuff going on here.
Yeah.
First, going into Starbucks.
Yeah.
Being named Steve Jones.
True. Yep. It is. The older rock stars, the older punk stars, they're just old.
Yeah.
I know for a fact Jerry Only from the Misfits, he just watches the Greg Gutfeld show every night with his mother. He loves My Friend Cat. That's all he does.
Wow.
So it's like, oh, these guys, they're rocking and rolling forever. It's like, no. Now they're watching Gutfeld.
Yeah.
It's a strange world we live in.
Yeah. People are allowed to have layers.
They are. They are. Yes. Jones admitted there's definitely some truth in that. It wasn't outside in trucks, though. It was on the stage. That came when it comes to drug use and things like that, I believe. Yes. In an interview, Jones shared several other anecdotes about his decades-long career and it just rumors that he stole equipment from David Bowie in 1973.
Wow. What a douche.
So, yeah, he's stealing equipment. Yeah, he's like...
So he just sucks.
Yeah, he's like, I stole it from trucks. That's what I was talking about. He said, I played 2 nights, and after the first, they left all the gear up, so they took it.
He's like, what can I say? Rock and roll, baby.
Yeah, rock and roll. Thieving and farting.
Right.
Grab the amplifier. They heard us coming and going. Oh, the fart bandits were here.
Oh, boy.
Did the Sex Pistols perform here? Smells like ass. Anyway, I just don't think that's very cool.
No.
Not very cool at all.
Yeah.
No.
He thinks he's like, what's his face? The comedian, Andy Kaufman.
Oh, but Andy Kaufman, he wasn't playing with farts per se.
No.
Yeah.
But he's like, people just don't get it.
And also people, but also people knew that Andy Kaufman was like a comedian.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like a random.
Leslie Nielsen, of course, of Naked Gun fame, he would bring the fake fart
machine.
The machine.
Yeah.
And that was very funny.
It was
That's
super
funny.
funny.
It was funny.
That's funny.
It was funny. It was funny. I mean, everyone knows fart sounds are funny.
Yes.
The thing is, what grosses me out is as what I just said before, is the loose juice in between each ripple, in between the skin that I think about, and then the gases that release, and the smell.
The late great Kevin Barnett, he had a science mind. And so he would always think about things in ways that I don't think about them. And he hated the farts because if you smell a fart, you are smelling fecal matter.
Yeah, you're getting the poop particles in your
That is poop.
You see?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Yes.
what I like viscerally feel that.
Yes.
It was in your body. Now it's in my fucking mouth and nose.
Yes.
And it's straight from your asshole. So it's like, I would be like, oh, it's just a fart. He's like, no, it's not a fart. That's shit.
Yeah.
It's a micro level of shit.
Micro poops.
Yeah, it's micro poops. You're microdosing that person's shit.
Yeah.
You might as well just put your asshole right, or put your mouth right on his asshole like a human centipede.
Yeah. I laugh at a lot of things, but farting isn't one of them.
I just think it's disrespectful.
Unless sound effects.
Unless it's a sound effect. But even growing up, a lot of boys do the burping and the farting. We would beat the shit out of each other, but I don't recall ever doing like a lot of fart stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my mom, she conditioned me pretty well into the that's gross.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, it is.
I remember one time because I would sleep with I wouldn't have sex with her, okay? I would sleep in the bed with my mom until I was like 10.
Why did you have to?
Because people are gross.
Okay.
And she would fart.
Oh.
Yeah, she would fart a lot at night. And I would laugh. I'd kind of laugh. I'm like, Mom, you farted last night. She's like, well, maybe you should sleep in your own room. It's like, well, maybe I'm scared. Maybe I'm fucking, Dad's not home, is he? Because he's working on the truck driver.
Maybe she was trying to fart you out of the bed.
Yeah, well, you're not going to do that, Mom.
That's exactly what she was trying to do.
I used to treat you like an apartment complex. Ain't going to get rid of me.
She's like, Ben, you're 26. Please go back to your room.
I know.
Farts don't scare me, Mom.
I'm over it now, Mom. Mom, I like it now. Oh, that'd be bad.
Mommy.
And some people really do like it. That's the one
too.
thing where it's like, because I like the, I'll just tell you right now. I'll look at a butthole.
Yeah.
I'll look at a butthole. But then sometimes they start doing the fart stuff. And I'm like, we have to separate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't
No.
I don't understand that one.
There are people who pay for it.
Yes.
There are people that pay for doing the stuff. And there are people that will pay for you to for them to specify what they want your last meal to be before you come in and do the deed on their person.
Like death row.
Wow.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, just eat a bunch of Indian food and curry the night before. And then you wake up in the next morning, you pop a little laxative to get everything nice and going.
All right. I guess that makes sense. Well, speaking of sex, let's go on to sex and politics.
Well, they go hand in hand.
They really do. And everyone loves to think about sex with the
Politics
hot
is
political
so
figures we
sexy.
have.
Yep.
A mayor of a small North Dakota city, he had to resign. Yes.
Why?
He texted a city attorney a video of him masturbating on his lunch break.
Wow, come on, dude.
Isn't
come
that something?
on.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying. You think people are on these awesome positions and they seem like a good person, and then bam, damn it, he sent me a dick pic too. God damn it.
It reminds me of Jeffrey Toobin from CNN. He was on a Zoom call, and then he thought that the Zoom call ended. He just immediately started jerking off. These guys, it's the older guys that you can't, it's your lunch break.
Yeah.
What's going on?
They got to keep things going. I guess.
I could almost understand that though. There was a gamer that actually got canceled because he was a YouTuber and he didn't realize he already clicked go live, and he was sitting there just going,
Oh my God, that's fucking mortifying.
and then he's just like, oh, and then was like, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing anything.
Holy shit.
That I can understand. But when you're jerking off and you're just like, I can't keep this to myself. People need to see this.
I was playing the new Crash Bandicoot.
Yes.
Oh God, that's embarrassing.
There's so
It's horrible.
much self-confidence in that idea of recording yourself and then being like, oh man, not only does someone have to see this, they're going to love it.
Right? Yeah.
At noon.
Why? So he's the former mayor of Minot, North Dakota. His name is Tim Ross. He pulled himself out of office on Wednesday after a short sexual harassment investigation.
Pulled himself out all right.
Yeah. Yes. That's the guy right there. Tim Ross got bald head. Kind of looks like one of those Guess Who characters.
Oh,
got some
shit.
glasses.
He really does.
He looks exactly like one of the guys.
Yeah. He says,
Flip that down really quick.
He said, I do take responsibility for this mistake. I tried to immediately correct it, and I was unable. The decision, which I don't know what that means.
Oh, so that means
undo send.
he sent it to the wrong person.
You think?
That means that.
Yes, probably because he sent it to a city council member, which is horrible.
Did he say that? Did the other person
Yeah, maybe he thought he was catching vibes, being like,
Maybe.
I might have a
if
shot.
it was literally oh my God, that was literally supposed to go to my mouth. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
He says he was going to send the video, quote, this is the quote, he wanted to send the sexy video to his girlfriend.
Oh, no.
Because every girl likes to watch a guy just jerk their fucking cock off.
Oh my God.
Especially when they look like that. So he says, the decision I made falls in line with all my work on behalf of the city of Minot.
That's insane. That is kind of unfortunate.
It is a little sad. He says, I put my heart and soul into this community.
Oh, my God. He puts a lot of stuff everywhere. He was talking to the city attorney about a police officer's suicide just minutes before she received the video.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
So that whole time, he's rock hard. Just be like, can't wait to bitch
Seriously,
off.
what gets him up?
Well, no, I mean, they don't have to be in the middle of the conversation. It could just be like what's previously up in the scroll.
Oh, that's true.
You know, she'd be like, "Oh, so then did we get the determination back from the autopsy?" And they're like, "Yeah, it looks like strangulation." And then just
Then he's strangling his.
Yes. Well, that's kind of what he was saying. So he told Stahlholm, this is the person he sent the video to unwillingly. He said, I was trying to send that video to my girlfriend. Let's just delete the smut and keep the entire incident between us.
Oh, no.
But then they were like, his politics in Minot, North Dakota. This is probably the biggest scandal in the history.
Yeah.
Other than that one time the last mayor licked the asshole of a possum.
Oh,
What?
no.
Who knows? North Dakota, buddy.
It's just, it sucks. He accidentally sent it to Stephanie. He meant to send it to his girl, Heffany.
It's probably accurate.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but this Stahlheim, they filed an official harassment report 2 weeks later, which, he must have been stressed those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then this guy has got all the power. This chick has all the power.
Yeah.
It was an accident. Asking for a formal apology and requesting that he consider resigning. So he said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. The investigation found that Ross directly caused Stahlheim's inability to work in an environment free from unreasonable sexual harassment and created an offensive work environment. So he's gone.
I mean, yeah, it would be a little bit of an awkward time from then on. Being like, I've seen that guy's dick. That's great.
Yeah, I guess
That's
you never
great.
really go back from that.
Yeah, and then not to mention if she didn't do anything, and then he could have pressed on and been weird about it. I don't know if he'd showed signs of it beforehand.
No, by American political standards.
Yeah.
I mean, Anthony Weiner is running for mayor again. He's a registered sex offender.
Yeah.
He literally can't be near schools. And he's like, I can run them. Yeah, I can't be in schools, but I could have run them.
He can't even hold rallies at like the high school gymnasium.
Can't do it.
Wow.
Literally. Can't be near parks.
Yeah.
And then the next best hope, and he's probably going to win, is Andrew Cuomo, which is just amazing.
Wow.
What a world we live in.
This
So this guy actually he was some humility. He's like, I'm sorry. It was technically an act of love between me and my girlfriend.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
should be an iPhone commercial because with the new update, you can unsend before someone sees it
How long
Can
do you
you?
have
Yes.
for unsending?
until they see it. So like if you send it,
Until they see it?
yeah, and it could
Well,
just be sitting there like, oh, you got a video, and then it's like, oh, user unsent a message.
That's
And
insane.
then you're just like, wow.
Wow.
But we still can't edit our tweets.
Yeah. No.
Right. I can drunk text my ex, and then if I wake up first the next morning, I could just delete that shit.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God, that would have come in handy so much.
Yeah, that might have actually saved a lot of
It
trouble.
would have saved me so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Well, if you guys don't even know that, you both have iPhones. He certainly didn't know that.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know myself jerking off. I don't think that it's
Right.
back in the day, maybe when I was a little bit more attractive, my dong looked bigger because it was so fucking fat.
What the fuck?
But whatever. All right. Do we have any comments from the chat?
Please, God.
Lori said, don't drag the opossums into it.
I didn't drag the opossum into it. I
A
just.
little bit did.
Well, I was just assuming in North Dakota, there's some mayor who was like, if I lick the possum's ass and it tastes good, we're going to have 4 more weeks of summer.
Yes. Chris G is saying maybe he was hot wife fishing.
Oh, could be.
Oh, hot wifing.
Yep.
Which I email us if you're into the hot wife thing.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than cucking because, again, you are paying the porn stars to come and roil your wife. A
Yeah.
little different.
Could be a fantasy.
Could be.
Bob is saying Android users will continue to live with regret and shame.
Yeah.
As you should. As well you should, you green bubbled bastards.
But they say the Android is actually a tougher phone to use, so you have to be smarter to use it.
Yeah.
Right?
It's that actually
That's right.
that also makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that it's really good for.
Yeah. People are clamoring for more Boston yoga.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
please,
honestly,
Kyle.
I fucking need it. I need more Boston yoga.
I'll
in
come
my
back
life.
with some more terms.
Yeah, we got to get a whole list of terms because that really got me relaxed and nervous at the same time.
I should do a Boston yoga ASMR.
You really should. I can't. Yeah. Wow, Boston.
Yeah.
Clear the chakras.
Yes, indeed. All right. Anything else before we wrap it up?
Vanessa was calling a jerk off video a motion dick pic.
Okay. And has it ever worked? Has anybody ever, okbudpod@gmail.com, has anyone ever been sent a dick pic and it worked?
Has it ever worked on you?
What is it? What is worked? Is
Do
work-
women get, Jerry, you're a woman. Do women ever get aroused just looking at a hard penis?
No, only when it fits into the context between the conversation you're currently having and the relationship you currently have with that person.
Not a cold call.
Yeah.
Cold cock.
No cold cock.
Okay.
No cold cock. Even if you guys are together, they'll be like, that's fucking weird. It's 1:30 p.m. Why the fuck are you sending me a picture of your dick? Like,
Right.
but if you guys are like doing hot and heavy, like cute stuff, you've been getting along, you have a rapport going, and it's like, hey, I'd love to see a pic. Oh, I'd love to send a pic back. This and that. Then you can be like, oh wow, well, okay, let's see what he's working with. Over
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a dick pic go wrong, but not for any reasons that you would normally think of. It was such a
Wait,
female thing. So this is me.
Such a female thing.
Yes. So Kayatola has spoken again. Here we
Whoa,
go.
Kayatola.
Oh, Kayatola clock.
So me and this girl were dating, right? She moves out.
Does she know you were dating?
We break up.
Did she know you broke up?
After we broke up, yeah, she's the one that made the decision. I was always the person that got broke up with because I'm just always like, I will stay with you and we will be miserable together.
Boston.
Yep, that's family. It's family for you.
So she moves out and then I move out of that place. But we were talking and she was like, send me a picture. And so I sent her a picture and it was in the apartment, but she had realized in the background that all of her stuff was not in the apartment. So she's like, who the fuck did you send this to? Because all my shit's gone. This is after I was gone. So who is this for?
Oh, shit.
She got mad because her decorations weren't there. So she knew I sent it to somebody else previously, but it was a good shot.
But
I don't even know how she knew that. I don't.
Because her things weren't like hanging up on the wall anymore because she had already moved out before me.
Yeah, but it was a fresh pic.
No. It was
an
a
old
pic.
pic.
Yeah, because she realized I took the picture after she moved out. And I wasn't living in that apartment anymore.
Oh.
So she's like, who the fuck did you send this to? Because all my shit is off the wall.
She Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, she did.
Pic. She's like,
Focus on the dick.
I deduce all of these things are wrong, and I can tell that the time zone was this, and then his jeans were dragged down. You can see the creases on them.
Oh.
She really, yeah.
She went in.
Oh, Lord.
Beautiful mind.
I don't stand a fucking chance. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode. Please rate and review and support the show. We're going to keep on trucking along. Hail yourselves. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.